Hey there guys and gals, my name is Luke. Welcome to the Outdoor Gear Review. Today for this Military Surplus Wednesday episode, we are taking a look at the Swiss Military Woodsman axe. Go ahead and get comfortable. Let's take a look at it now. So let's start off here by going over some stats. When it comes to weight, you are looking at 4 pounds 11 ounces. So it's almost 5 pounds. It's very substantial. The length of the handle is 20 inches and it is made from ash. The blade length is 4.5 inches. Now as you can see here, I have the axe and I also have the hatchet. This is the Swiss Military Kitchen Hatchet. You guys have seen this before. You guys have seen this in some of my military overnight adventures. A very good, very inexpensive product. Now when it comes to Swiss Military Surplus, you often see the hatchet. It is fairly uncommon to find the axe. I mean, check this thing out. As you can see there, it fits underneath my arm perfectly. It's a good fit for me. 5 pounds for an axe, for a bushcraft axe, is pretty incredible. Maybe if you're Thor and you're running around in the woods, you can make it work, but I cannot. This, in my opinion, makes for a terrific truck axe or ATV axe, something like that. Now, when it comes to the edge here, just as with the kitchen hatchet, dull as a spoon. I mean, not sharp at all. Now, some people may complain about that, but there is a reason to it being dull. Now, apparently the Swiss military would issue these axes in a dull state. That way the individual can essentially customize the axe, put the edge on there that they need, depending on what their job was, what their position was, and so on. So that's pretty smart. If you were to pick up one of these axes, I would highly recommend sharpening it. And you can put any sort of edge on there that you want. A dull tool is a dangerous tool. Now, as mentioned, I do not like to use dull tools, and that includes axes, but for the sake of this video, I will go ahead and do a couple of swings here so I can tell you all what it's like to control an axe of this heft. Because of the weight of that head, it has some serious chopping power. This thing is covered in knots, so it will be a hard chop. Oh yeah, here we go. If it was sharp, imagine what it could do. Now you may have noticed that my wood pile here is a mess, and that's because I have a big old black bear who comes out here every couple days and tears it all to pieces, looking for grubs and so on. I found a huge bear track up here in the mud, along with its cub. Pretty cool. Now when it comes to the performance of this axe, it's very good considering the weight of the head. Now for some people, if you're experienced, that will be a plus. If you're inexperienced, you may want to consider a different axe. It is my recommendation that you get some experience under your belt with a lighter weight axe before moving up to something of this caliber. It is one thing to sit here and chop some logs. It's something completely different to chop down a tree with an axe of this type and of this weight. For a woodsman's axe or a chopping axe, the weight of this is a bit unusual because typically axes of that type are not this heavy. But with that weight comes incredible chopping power. With that being said, you do have to be extra careful with your swings. Now when it comes to the handle, it's very, very nice, but it does need to be treated. I would recommend that you give it a good rub down with some sandpaper, then treat it with some beeswax and oil mix, or maybe even some linseed oil. Then you could set this next to the wood stove for a couple of days and let it absorb in. That would definitely take it to the next level. Now when it comes to the cost of this axe, what would you expect to pay? $50? $60? How about $27 from SwissLink.com? At $27 for this axe here, it's one of the best bangs for your buck on the market today. The one thing that you have to keep in mind though, is that it's going to require some TLC from you. So there you go, that is the look at the Swiss Military Woodsman axe. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about the price? I'll tell you what, in my opinion, for $27, that is a lot of axe. This is definitely not the axe for all situations though. It's just simply too heavy. Now if you are interested in one of these bad boys, check the description box down below. You will find a link to SwissLink.com, one of my favorite military surplus providers. Excellent price, excellent site, fantastic quality for the money. The bang for the buck is off the charts with this axe. If you guys have any questions, email me. Until next time, strength and honor.